Welcome back to another episode of Warren Cali. If you have been an active listener of Oakland rapper Philthy Rich's music, you have often heard him mention the name Dre Feddi. Dre Feddi was born DeAndre Walker and will grow up with Philthy in East Oakland, in a neighborhood known as Seminary, which many of the residents will call the Kill Zone. They were both cousins and also best friends. Throughout the 90s and the 2000s, District 6 and 7 in East Oakland, where Seminary is located, accounted for a large share of the city's shootings and also homicides. In 2008, for example, 72% of Oakland homicides occurred in District 3, 6, and 7, even though those districts contain only 44% of the city's population. That'll let you know growing up in this area was tough. Many stated that Dre had a lot of potential in life. Just with the street life around him, it was hard to stay away. He went to Fremont High School, and his basketball coach would say he was the truth and one of the hardest workers that he knew. Philthy Rich was into selling drugs to support himself, but Dre was the opposite. He hung out with members in his hood, but he tried to stay on the straight path. When Philthy decided to rap, he was right beside him supporting him.
Second time coming around, man. Look at this crowd, man. You ain't hear shit, cuz. Philthy Rich, man. Rasta cauliflower, man. That nigga ruthless drive coming out the 415.
Dre eventually moved to Hayward, and he worked as a truck loader and part-time sports referee for the city of Oakland. He was working 2 jobs. He even was enrolled at a community college taking some courses. Philthy stated even though Dre was younger, things like this was the reason why he looked up to him. He was always handling business. Dre and Philthy hung out almost every day, and on one night in August of 2008, Philthy and Dre and another friend were out in their neighborhood attending a celebration of life of someone in their neighborhood who died 2 years prior in 2006. What they thought would be a good night turned tragic by 1 a.m. As they were arriving, shots were fired. Dre fell as the shots began flying, and he was shot in the back, but he would be the only one who was shot and the only one killed that night. After his death, a $15K reward was announced, but the killer, he was never caught. His death took a toll on Philthy, and he created several songs in his honor. Philthy appeared on a segment on the TV show called Oakland Gang Wars, which he detailed what happened and also several events in his life.
You either be stripped, shot, robbed, killed, whatever for trying to even come over there, and that's basically disrespect.
This is the violent code on the streets of Oakland, and many close to Philthy have lost their lives to it. The latest casualty is his cousin DeAndre, who was gunned down in the killing zone.
This where he got killed at right here. We probably got about right here, walking to that house, and as we got right here, gunshots went off. Gunfire came from that way, and as we all took off, he collapsed. I couldn't deal with it. I still can't deal with it. That was the hardest day of my life.
When it comes to murder in Oakland, the rules are clear. The streets call for justice. That means Philthy has to avenge his cousin's murder at any cost.
It's a heavy load to carry, especially when me and him were so close. If I knew who did it and I took revenge in my hands, and they found out I did it and I went to jail for life, it'll be worth it. I feel like I owe him that. At the same time, it was worth it, but then now your life over with.
Philthy now has a choice. Avenge his cousin's death and risk his own life, or turn his back on the code of the streets.
And I knew right then and there, I said my baby's gone.
Home to Philthy Rich. Dozens of his friends, his partners in crime, have been killed on these streets.
I think we one of the #1 streets this year for murders.
But he knows the path he has chosen. Death is just part of living the gangster life.
It's the way it is. This is the way it's gonna be after me. This is the way it's before me. Losing loved ones and family members that comes with the gang.
He's getting a tattoo, a tribute to his cousin. A tattoo is a way to remember, but it's also a permanent reminder of his obligation to the code. And his cousin's murderer is still at large.
I don't care if the police find him or not. because that's how the code of the streets go. I mean, eventually he'll get what he got coming to him.
He also appeared on Vlad TV, and he spoke on what happened to Dre in his own words.
Okay, is it Tombstone?
Yeah.
That one I haven't seen before.
Yeah, you ain't seen this one.
Okay, so you got a tombstone of your cousin.
Yeah, that passed away.
When was this?
2008.
Okay, what happened?
He got shot.
Okay.
That's who I was on the Gang Wars for. I don't know if you seen that shit a long time ago.
Oh, the show?
Yeah.
Okay, so he was on the show with you?
No, I was on the show saying that I was changing my life, getting out the street and doing the music because he had passed.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys were close?
Yeah, very close.
Very close.
Yeah.
Okay. So he got killed.
Mm-hmm.
And how did that affect you at that point?
Shit, it felt like I got killed. Yeah, because, we was together when he got shot.
Oh, it happened right there?
We happened on seminary.
Okay.
So we was together when he got shot. We was actually at somebody else's house that had passed for a memorial for him.
You guys were at a wake?
It's not a wake. We was at his house, like, celebrating or whatever, at the guy's house who had passed.
Okay.
Dre died over 17 years ago. With him not even being deep in the streets, his affiliations to people involved unfortunately cost him his life. This will conclude this episode. If you haven't already, check out my previous episodes. Don't forget to like, hype, comment, and subscribe.